Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Carlos, and I on YouTube I follow two guys that I admire, and one of them is the creator of Crystal Edge Technology. He's awesome, and I also follow Crow, but they fight a lot. They don't really get along. It's just a point of perspective, d- and creative differences. But I also have technology. It's my first prototype. And well, I've made a lot of different ones. So I've made a lot of screens. I've been obsessed with projectors since as far back as I can remember. And this is what I'd like to call the shadow technology. And that would be it. That's my setup there. And we're going to give it a test run. See if you guys like how it looks. All right, so the reason why I came up with this was because, like, most people, it's not a lot of, cash involved. When you're low on cash and you gotta, oh no, got a commercial going. And we're not gonna do that. There we go.
My name is Joe. I'm a
Another
sustainability
one.
science researcher at
Jeez
Amazon.
Louise.
Climate change is the fight of our generation.
Nope. And well, it's my new prototype, and I'm liking the way it's turning out. The gain, as you can see, none. And see, ambient light, all there. And so it doesn't do too bad. So as you can see, like in the dark, of course, it'll look even better. And I mean, I took my buddy's advice. I was always after a Christie, but my buddy from Crystal Edge Technology, he found one of these projectors, one of these Christie projectors, right when I was searching for a new one. I have an Epson Home Theater 30S, which works phenomenally. And but I was always up to grab a Christie, and I was watching one of his YouTube shows, and he says, "Well, there's a Christie going on eBay for 230." And I was like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, it's 4,000 lumen, 4,200 lumen. It's the Christie LWU 420." So, and see, that's with everything opened up with light. So it's pretty bright in here. And then of course I'm right beside the door. As you can see, the sun is beating up. It's not too early. It's not midday, but yeah, it looks fairly good. I'm gonna keep working on this. I admire those two guys, Crow. I don't remember the rest, but he has a channel on YouTube. But let me close it up, make it a little bit darker. As you can see, this is actually a white screen. It's an actual white screen, but yet you can see your blacks in it. I was on Crystal Edge Technology's channel once, or on his page once, and I said that I was working on reverse optics, but I found out. Well, I'm still working on it. I'm gonna keep experimenting with reverse optics, but this for me is gonna be. It's not reverse optics. This for me is shadow technology. So the size of this screen is. Let me see. I have it going. It's a 57. Yes, 57 inches tall by 80 across. So, oh, and you guys might see my little other toys here. I was a DJ for a really long time. That's how I got involved with with projectors was because I was mixing videos at one time and did it for quite a while. I'm retired now. But since I worked with projectors so much, I always wanted to keep some of my equipment around and get that screen going. But check this out. There's the Christie. So you guys, if you're not sure what I'm rolling with, and like he has said, that one now has been even cheaper. I got a new bulb for it. They come with some power on them still. They're at their end of their wits. But the bulb will cost you can get it from anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks. And the original, not an off-brand, which there's nothing wrong with off-brands. They're just, they might last less than they advertise. I've had that experience where they work perfectly, they just last less. The one that was in there was original, and originally those bulbs on that projector, it's supposed to last 2,000 hours. That's their official time that they're supposed to last. Well, this one was running for 4,000, which is double its time, and it was still running. Now, I was having a little bit of a hard time gaming, but other than that, once it got dark, 8 o'clock, it was fine. Like, I could do it earlier, but I'd get annoyed because sometimes I couldn't see stuff because there wasn't enough contrast. Contrast is very important, especially in gaming and dark movies. Like, if you've heard Crystal Edge Technologies channel on YouTube, he explains it all. Guy has a lot of knowledge. He's accused of a lot of things that I actually don't believe. I've gone through all his videos. I've heard all the comments. I've seen all the comments. I've seen all the other comments on other videos, and I just think it's just a problem of your preference. Everybody has different preference. It's just like everybody has different attitudes, and we're all different in taste and smell and what we think is good and what isn't. I think it's just perspective. We all have different perspective. And for me, although I love the contrast, I'm more of a gray guy because I don't want to lose any little bit of the white light. I don't want to lose any of it. And when you use, and this is just my personal point of view, when you gain contrast, you lose brightness. And when you gain brightness, you lose contrast. That's why a lot of people just go with the gray screen. If you didn't know, that's basically the in-between. Now see, this is not an ambient light rejection. See, that's open there. It's not an ambient light rejection, but it pops. And now I did calibrate to my best ability. I did calibrate my projector. Crystal Edge Technology, my buddy there, he doesn't. He just leaves them at 0 so that you get to see and you get to work with what you get. He's trying to be as fair as possible, and I think that's the way you're supposed to do it. So I got nothing wrong with his technology. I was so close to buying it in 2 different occasions. If it wasn't because I've been messing with my technology, I would have bought his stuff. No questions asked. There was a time where he was pretty high up there, but I understand the market. If there's a need and it's products like his are selling for $5,000, if I was selling, I'd be selling for $600 as well, because there's nothing in between. So yeah, but yeah, Crow, very intelligent guy. I'm pretty sure he's sincere. I could understand his point of view. He just loves people. He wants to help people out, and he wants to sell his product as well. And with him, I have the same exact feelings. I would have bought his product as well if I wasn't creating my own. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and I just agree with both of them, and I hope that they agree to disagree and let it be. Live and let live. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this my new technology. It looks to me great, and it's not, like I said, it's not ambient rejection, but it's darn close to it. I'll get there eventually. I've only been working with it for I've only been working with this technology for just a tad bit. Look at that. Look how thin that is. And see, you lose nothing as well. Nothing lost. Look at how thick that is. See? It's a very thin screen. And yeah, I love it. And there's the ambient light. Now for hotspotting, I have come across some when I have really bright scenes, but nothing enough to have me concerned. Now I still have some areas I need to stretch out. I just built it really as quick as possible, and I've been fixing it up every time I get a little bit of a chance. There's a little opening here. While I was cutting the fabric, I accidentally ended up cutting a little line just right about there. So, you know, nothing a little glue won't fix. And there's the fold on there, you could see it. But yeah, other than that, well, I hope you guys liked the video. All right, take it easy.